Hey folks, I'm here at the Madison Media Institute, and I am here with Art Paul Schlosser. How are you doing today?
Really good. I feel good. I ate vegetables.
Well, that's good. Vegetables are important. So I wanted to ask you a couple questions. You're a face around Madison here for sure. But when did you get your start in music?
Long time ago, when I was a kid, my sisters told me not to sing, and from that time on, I found a record with Mick Jagger, Satisfaction, and I said, well, I can sing like him. And so from that time on, I kept thinking I was going to be a singer. And even though I have a terrible voice, I don't know why I ever continued on. And then when I got older, when I was about 19, I was in this work experience theatrical group. And they taught us how to do acting and stuff. And while I was doing it, my friend, I think Chuck Stevens, he said, "Why don't you write some lyrics?" And then I wrote these lyrics, and he said they were terrible. And from that time on, I continued to write lyrics. And then I think either when I was 19 or so, my mom gave me a guitar, and I just started learning how to play. And from that time on, I just kept writing songs and playing, and
Awesome, and that's kind of how it started, huh? It sounds awesome. So yeah,
but I didn't really start performing professionally until I tried a band out first, and they didn't like my singing, so then I started open mics. I think it was 5 years later at least.
Okay. So you've been around for a while now. And how did you and when did you decide to become a street performer?
Well, after I played one or two open mics, I realized they didn't really pay money. And so I was a janitor for about 5 years. And after those 5 years, I noticed there was this guy named Alan Hill, and some people called him the Jesus guy, or the Jesus Taylor guy, James Taylor. He would sing James Taylor, but he looked like Jesus because he had a beard and mustache and long hair. And when he would perform, he'd get like crowds. Well, I saw him playing down there, and I thought, well, if he could play down there, I could too.
Right. Fair enough. That sounds good. So where have you traveled as a street performer? Where have you been?
Well, mostly I've just played in Madison, but I have played in Milwaukee inside clubs, and in Seattle I played on the street.
Awesome.
And I have played a couple various places, but not too much. But I was in New York and played on the street one time.
Awesome. Well, that sounds really fun. Seattle too. But yeah, we're glad to have you here on our street in Madison. But so where do you get the inspiration for the songs that you write?
Anybody can just come up with anything. You know, like the other day I was talking to this guy from Insomnia cookies, you know, the ones that keep you up all night.
Oh, yeah.
Or I don't know why they call them insomnia cookies. But anyways, I just made up a song about cookies right on the spot. I can make up any song about anything right on the spot.
Well, that's awesome. Good talent to have. So, what is your fondest moment in this career so far?
Fondest moment? Just enjoying the performing. It's hard to say, but recently I just recorded an album with my friend Chris Kamer and Kamer. I'm really bad with names, I tell you. But anyways, our album is called Our Thing May Not Be Your Thing, and we recorded it, and then we put it out, and we had our release party, and that was one of the funnest gigs I've had. but also I've enjoyed being in Chicago on Chicago News on WGN. That was a really fun moment too.
Yeah, I bet that was fun. That sounds cool. So, let's see. Todd Mack has put himself as a presidential candidate. Would you ever run for him?
Would I run for Tom Mack?
Todd Mack.
He's running for president, right?
Yes.
Would I vote for him or would I run for him?
Would you ever run for him? Would you ever run for president?
I would run for president, but the part of my problem is travel.
All right, fair enough. And you're a street performer, so you have to get a good bike. You can get out there. So you have a book out.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I have actually put out my 5th book, and they sell really well. And the current one is called Top 10, Art's Top 10 List Book. And, David Letterman just quit his job, and I figured maybe I can get away with publishing a book of top 10 lists. So I wrote a bunch of top 10 lists, but mine are not quite like David Letterman. Some are funny, and other ones have serious messages in them.
Well, it's okay to do your own thing. Sounds like a good book. So do you have CDs, a website, or anything where we can find your music?
I do. I have CDs on CD Baby and iTunes. And if you go to cdbaby.com/artist/Art Paul Schlosser, you can find all my CDs. Or if you go to iTunes, Amazon.com has some. They're on Rhapsody and other places, Spotify.
Awesome. So lots of places to check your tunes out. And what song are you going to play for us right now?
The first one I thought I'd play for you is called 3 6-Headed.
Okay.
And it's about Martians.
All right, folks. 3 6-Headed by Art Paul Schlosser coming at you right now.
3 6-headed, 3 6-headed, 3 6-headed, 3 6-headed. Martians coming, Martians coming. Are you running? Are you running? Step right up and be abducted by 3 6-headed Martians. They're not hungry, they won't eat you, they just want to terrify you. 3 6-headed, 3 6-headed, 3 6-headed, 3 6-headed. Martians coming, Martians coming. Are you running? Are you running? Are you running? Wake up and you realize it was just a dream. Then you look outside your window and you see a giant spaceship. 3 6-headed, 3 6-headed, 3 6-headed, 3 6-headed. Martians coming, Martians coming. Are you running? Are you running? Are you running? I'm running. Thank you.